Hello, students. Myself Rakesh Kumar Meena, Assistant Professor in English at Government College Rajgarh. In this video lecture, I will teach you detailed summary of famous story The Refugees, written by Pulse S. Book. Now I am going to start the summary of the story. Once there were some refugees who were uprooted from their native land because of natural calamities like flood. They had decided to go to some new palace where they can earn some money in order to save themselves from starving. The street in which they were walking was new to them. They were not in mindset of enjoying that palace because they have lost their properties due to flood. They were suffering without food and shelter. They were walking like numb. Now people in those streets were very angry when they saw the refugees. They hated refugees because they have to share half of their income by serving those refugees because of the less amount of salary. They were not able to get the salary like the old times. After that, they have given some description about the refugees, which means some people will always be poor without having any money and land. They will suffer for the food, shelter, and everything. But the refugees were not like those people. They have their own land in which once lived a luxurious life and came from the particular area. The dress code of the refugees was in the color of blue. The man used to wear smacked aprons, and women used to tie the kerchief on their forehead. They both were very strong and tall. The fathers used to carry only the boy child on their shoulders, and they used to bring the cauldron which the women carry on their heads because they can cook wherever they go. It will be very useful for them, but no one has cooked in that iron pan still now. We can identify in their appearances and their faces that they are suffering for the food and shelter. In the people's silent queue, there was an old grandfather who was standing in the last of the queue. That grandfather was carrying a cauldron on his head. It is a great thing that the old man is carrying the cauldron because of the great suffering from flood. He was not able to carry it. Then he had kept the cauldron down and sat there for few minutes. The stranger who sees that old man gives a silver coin and a copper coin which he had gained on the same day. The noodles vendor gave the old man a cup of noodles for a copper coin. The old man takes the small bowl of noodles and draws it near his grandson, his only surviving family member, along with him. After the boy finishes off the noodles, the old man licks up the few pieces of struck to the rim of the bowl to feed himself. The vendor is puzzled and asks him the reason for not spending the more valuable silver coin for more food. The old man turns to the vendor and gives a reply that the silver coin is for buying new seeds. The vendor seems frustrated and says that he would have given him a bowl for free. Thus, here the vendor feels pity and cares for them. The old man claims that the vendor cannot understand the value of seed like a farmer does. There will be more problems in the future. His grandson's survival and future is dependent on flourishing fields and plentiful harvest and not on few bowls of noodles. Thus, the old man sacrifices his own needs for food and decides to strive for the bright future of his infant grandson. With this, it is the end of this video lecture. Thank you.